Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Drooly. Welcome back to another video where I start yapping about something. So today I'm going to be talking about getting tilted in competitive games or gaming in general, whatever. It's just been on my mind recently because I've been playing a lot of Tekken 8 recently, as you guys can see from the footage, and I've been playing a lot of ranked. So it's been on my mind quite a bit, getting tilted because it's something I've struggled a lot with over the years, and it's something I wanted to talk about today and how I pretty much learned how to use it to my advantage instead of it sort of overpowering me and making me not enjoy the game, or kind of stunting my growth if I want to get better, right? So there's some things I'm going to talk about today and just my experience with getting tilted, things that help me out. And hopefully you guys can take something from this, or let me know your experience with tilting in video games. Do you get tilted? Are you a stoic person? Are you somebody that just doesn't let it get to you? Let me know. I'm very curious because this topic I feel like unique to everybody in their own way. So without further ado, let's get started, man. So first thing with tilting, man, that I learned over the years is the severity of it depends on the game and your situation, right? And what do I mean by the game and situation? So I'll explain this pretty easily. So obviously life situation, how you feeling today, how was your meal, are you hydrated? Obviously all that plays a part in if you're going to get tilted and the chances of it happening more or less, right? And now talking about the game, dude, the game really matters, bro. Some games are way more tilting than others, just objectively because of how much information is out there for you to know. And if you don't know, a lot of it seems cheap because you don't understand it. It's basically a lack of understanding, right? It depends on the game. Some games are easier to understand and pick up than others. Some have more complexities to them that will make you feel like things are happening for no apparent reason and you tilt way quicker. So I realized that, if you're tilting way more on a specific game, there's a reason for it. And just know that sometimes it's not you and that the game actually is frustrating, right? So Tekken 8 is an easy example. A lot of people get frustrated at Tekken. I'm no different than any of you guys. I get tilted at this game every so often, right? But it's considerably less than back in the day, right? So moving away from that, right? And the severity of, getting tilted, right? Is it possible to be comfortable with the tilt? Can we learn to work with it, right? And that's the whole point of this video, right? And how can we do so? So the first thing, it's something I mentioned in the last video with the ranked anxiety, is you are going to need experience, but it's different this time. It's going to come with more of an awareness of your emotions and, understanding how you react to specific situations when things don't go your way, right? So Tekken, right, for an example, because obviously I'm playing that right now, but this can go with many other games, right? Let's say you just started off not doing so hot and you already have that tick in your mind where you're like, oh, dude, of course this didn't go my way. Oh, of course, bro. This match is cursed, But, I always think in the back of my mind that that's not reality, bro. Honestly, you never know what's going to happen down the line in the match, bro. What if you just absolutely start steamrolling, bro? Because you didn't let the tilt get to you, but you understand that the tilt came. Pause, bro. And since you have the experience, you understand that, okay, it's all right. This situation happened, blah, blah, blah. Let me move on. Let me lock in, So for me, this one's pretty simple. Just the more you understand and start paying attention to how you react to situations and stuff like this, right? You'll over time just get better, man. I'm not saying that momentum is not a thing when it comes to specific games, right? If you start off bad, maybe you actually will lose that round or that game, right? I'm not saying that. Obviously, I understand that. But I'm saying that sometimes we dig our own graves before we even lose, bruh. So I genuinely like to understand the tilt that I have in my mind and that, it might come if things don't go my way. So I'd say understanding that and just looking at yourself emotionally and understanding that part of yourself will take you so much further than most people, because this is why teabagging and BMing or bad manners, right, in any game that you play gets to people so quickly, because they're not used to this situation, right? Or people sort of making fun of them in a specific way, because it's oh, dude, how could they do this? I'm over here sweating my ass off, or quote unquote, right? And I understand that because I've been that person too. Dude, back in the day in Halo 3, dude, I was trying my ass off when I was younger. And when I would get teabagged or get sniped or blah blah blah, right? Get rocket launcher, and then bro, they hit me with that teabag, dude. I was scarred for years. You know what I'm saying? But funny enough, fighting games really taught me how to deal with that because it really forced me to look at my own mistakes and, even emotionally, right? And that's why I think, getting into another tangent for another day, I think fighting games teach you so much about yourself when it comes to tilting, right? So, yeah, that's a topic for another day. But overall, man, like basically what I'm saying is that everyone is susceptible to the tilt, man. Even me, right? I'm talking pretty calmly here, but that's because I'm not playing Tekken. If I did a live comm and, I was trying my best, I would tilt probably. But the thing is, I understand it because of my experience in the years of just paying attention to it, right? So I'd say, try to pay attention to it in that way. It's not something you have to do deliberately, but I'd say just pay attention to it and see what comes of it, right? Because it's personally helped me out a lot. Moving on to the final thing, right? Here are some tips that hopefully will help you guys work with the tilt and, emotions, right? First thing, dude, man, tilt will help you point out immediately what's going wrong, dude. Like whether it be a game glitching or a situation not playing out, it will immediately show you, oh, this was what tilted me. And like if you look at it objectively, you can correct that for the future or even the next couple seconds or minute, right? Whatever. So that's why I look at tilt in sort of a good way because I'm like, oh, dude, if I got tilted, there's a reason for that. I don't get tilted very easily. So I'm always looking at like, oh, okay, how can I fix that? Or like, let's make something of it, right? So that's something I always try to do. And I hope you guys look at it this way as well, or at least try to. When you get tilted, there's a reason for it, but really look at it objectively, man, because that's going to help you in the future for sure. This one's pretty easy, but you'd be surprised and you might even forget because it kind of depends on the game you're playing. But dude, taking a deep breath or even a breather, like just doing one of the classic, like, breathing in, like what I'm saying, it really helps you. It sounds corny and you're like, bro, what the heck? That's so dumb, bro. I be breathing already. Trust me. It's helped me so much, actually. Even back in the day when I was competing, I made it a point to take breaks deliberately because for me personally, it helps me a lot. Even just taking a breath or even just like letting the game cool off for like a second, bro. You'd be surprised how much that helps when you're tilted as well, dude, because you need that, bro. Who cares what the other person thinks, man? Take your time. You know what I'm saying? That's something I always think about because, like, if you're in a competitive setting, just take your time to really assess yourself and feel comfortable again, right? So pretty obvious, but I wanted to put that out there because when you're tilted, that's not something you think about, but it will help you because then you low-key become a little clear-minded and then you can move on, right? So even with all this, I know a bit of this was kind of all over the place. I hope you guys took something from this. Getting tilted is something I experience just as much as everyone else. I'm just like you guys, you know what I'm saying? I get emotional all the time, dude, but I just have a lot more understanding of it because I took the time to like purposefully look at how I react to things. And, with the things I talked about here, it really helps me not get tilted and really enjoy the game even more, right? It doesn't mean I don't get tilted, bro. When I get hell sweeped like 5 times in a row by Kazuya, bro, I'm like, damn. Although that rarely happens, I'm just saying like as an example, right? It's going to happen to all of us at some point, but it's just about mentally preparing ourselves and understanding it more. And with all that, it's helped me so much, dude. No matter what game I play or endeavor I look into when it comes to being in a competitive environment, right? Like generally what I'm trying to say is just understanding our emotions, the tilt, getting comfortable with it, although it's uncomfortable, I understand. And also, just not quitting and not letting it sort of defeat you. I genuinely believe that the more you sort of process all these things, it will make you a stronger player in whatever game you're playing. So hopefully something I said today helped you out. If not, I just yapped about something I've been meaning to talk about for a little bit. So yeah, it felt nice to get that off my chest. I hope some of you guys took something from it. But yeah, if you have any comments, I'll be down there reading, replying. So if you guys have anything you want to say, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. I'll be doing these videos here and there. Support's greatly appreciated. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Adios.